There's two variables here. We can either make more money, right?
Right.
Or we can pay down debt. So what would you suggest if I'm like, oh my God, I already work 80 hours a week. I'm not gonna be able to make more money. Jessica, what is debt to income? What does that even mean?
So debt to income ratio is our obligations to our income. So what we owe
versus what our
income is.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so what is included on the debt side of things on that debt to income ratio?
Usually anything like mortgage principal,
Yeah.
interest payments, homeowners insurance premium, property taxes, mortgage insurance premium, and any homeowners association.
Okay, so that's all of our mortgage costs,
Right.
our projected mortgage costs on the new purchase. What would be other things that they're now going to add from everyday life, right? So what are the other debts that'll go and include in that?
So anything like credit cards, car loans, student loans, personal loans, child support, alimony, anything that is extra.
Yeah. All that, right?
Yes.
Netflix, right? Like those sort of things, which would be on the credit card, but I digress. So that's the debt side. Now, what's the income side? What are we going to include on that?
So that would include anything like your base salary, hourly wages, bonuses, any additional income commissions that you can make.
Okay, so now we've got our debt, how much we have every month. We've got our income, how much we make every month. What is ideal when we look at what are we going to, when we're done, we buy this house, we have these monthlies that we owe, now we have a pity payment, which see our video on pity payment if you understand what pity stands for. So we have our pity payment, and then now we have our debt, and we're going to do what? Divide that into our income.
Right.
Right? So what is a good ratio that someone should work towards?
36% or less.
Yeah, 36 or less. If you're VA, you can flex a little bit up. If you're FHA, you can flex a little bit up, but just use 36 as a general sense. So if I make $100,000 a month, let's go crazy, right? Make $100,000 a month, how much would I maximum want in debt to income ratio? How much would I want in month in the liabilities?
So 36% of that?
Yeah, so no more than 36,000, right?
Yeah,
so 36,000 would be our max, yeah. So you want to have less than that. So if it's 10,000 a month, 3,600, that sort of thing, right?
Right.
So we wouldn't want more than that. If we make 1,000 a month, 360, right? So that'd be tough to do, but you know, be tough to live on 1,000 a month.
Yes.
Okay, so debt to income ratio, 36% is kind of our lid. And let's say, Jessica, I just looked, crap, I'm gonna be at 50. Now what?
You would have to figure out a way to lower your debt to income ratio. So
yeah, so you can either, there's two variables here. We can either make more money, right?
Right.
Or we can pay down debt. So what would you suggest if I'm like, oh my God, I already work 80 hours a week, I'm not gonna be able to make more money? Where would you start in terms of the pay down debt? What would make the most amount of sense?
You would be paying down the stuff where you have the high interest.
Yeah, that'd be my suggestion. Dave Ramsey will tell you whichever one you can pay off first and then take that and roll it into the second. I'm of the belief things that cost me the most amount of money, let's pay that off first, right? So you do you, right? Do whatever makes sense for you. That's how you do it. So, because you only have two variables to play with, right? We either lower debt or we increase income, right? And so those are the two things you can do if you're over, and that would be my suggestion. And that's one of the things that when you call a realtor and you get referred to a trusted lender, one of the reasons we refer you to these trusted lenders and see our video on lenders is because we know they're going to take you through that process. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you have any questions on debt to income ratio, have any questions on a good lender that could help you through these things, check out our pity video if you understand principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, those sort of things. Reach out. We'd love to connect you with a great agent like Jessica. We can walk you through this process. Appreciate it. Thank you.